Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Easy, good horse.
Henry! I was wondering when you'd turn up.
Hey, my lovely. Zizka told me you found something out about Liechtenstein.
If only just Liechtenstein. I've only been here a couple of days, but I seem to know everything about this city and its sinful people. And about the Pope, the second Pope, Sigismund, Wenceslas, about the sickness of old men, the desires of young men, who I sometimes have to beat off with a stick. Simply everything. The tavern seems to be the fount of all knowledge.
You'll have to tell me more about the sinning part. That sounds interesting.
You youngsters are all the same. But work before pleasure. After we find Liechtenstein and free Cape Bon, we'll see.
I'll look forward to it. But anyway, about Liechtenstein. Anything new?
Well, there might be something. One of the girls I talked to told me her sweetheart frequents some nasty alehouse. And one of the regulars there recently started buying drinks for the whole house. Which is suspicious, because this fella is practically a beggar. Goatskin, they call him. They asked him where he got the coin, and he boasted that he was spying for some rich lord.
All right. That sounds promising.
Of course, it doesn't have to be Liechtenstein, but there can't be that many rich men who pay spies. And we have to start somewhere.
That's true. And you've spoken to this goatskin fella?
Not yet. I was rather hoping you'd do it. That grubby alehouse is a bit too wild, even for me.
That's saying something. Well, trying to get sense out of drunken wretches is quite a skill of mine. Does this place have a name?
I'm not sure if it's a name, but the locals call it the Hole in the Wall.
Sounds like a nice place for a romantic evening, eh?
You'll find it in Hotprink. There's no other alehouse in that quarter.
So goatskin in the hole in the wall. I reckon I'll remember that. I'll go and check it out.
Before you go, I wanted to ask. Nobody ever told me why we're actually looking for this Liechtenstein fella.
He might know where they're holding Capon.
I'm sure lots of people might know that.
But Liechtenstein's on our side. At least I hope he still is. You never know these days.
But who is he? And why is he in Kuttenberg?
He's a young noble from Jobst's council. His family have domains in Moravia and Lower Austria. He's here to gather information about the enemy for Jobst. And judging by how important it was for Istvan to find out where he is, he's a real thorn in their side. And they're out to get him.
So we're getting involved in noblemen's schemes again. That means trouble.
I'll do my best not to get us mixed up in all that.
Sure you will. But it can't be helped. There's a war on, and we have to fight. Watch out for yourself, Henry. I have a bad feeling about that district.
You're not the only one.
Well, that's nice now. Christ, pardon me.
Oh well. Now just this. God, why?
I'm at your service, sir.
Hey, where's that beer?
Careful.
Innkeeper, a beer! God,
This is the life.
I apologize.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Whoa!
What did I do to you?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Aye. But I reckon I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Why not?
Because I don't know you, and you don't look like you fit in here.
what's the hold-up, innkeeper?
I simply have to find him. And I couldn't care less whether I do it the easy way or the hard way. So don't fuck with me, or I'll have you. Along with the whole of this lousy pigsty.
All right, fella, all right. Just take it easy. I test everyone like that. No need to be nasty. You look like you mean business. So I reckon you'll fit in fine here. If you want to, that is. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm looking for Goatskin. I hear he used to come here.
Aye. Thing is, ain't nobody seen him here for a few days.
But he used to come here.
Aye. He was here day in, day out. Only this time some burly lads came here and duffed him up proper.
Do you know the men who beat him up?
No. But there were some Jews among them, and that's pretty odd. Seeing as how they don't usually get mixed up in nothing.
Why did they give him such a beating? Did they say anything?
Well, Goatskin is a right knobhead. Always asking for it, he is. But I reckon this time it was about his big gob. The last week he was coming, throwing glint around. And when we squeezed him about where he got the coin, he said he was spying for some lord.
And does this lord have a name?
He didn't say. We didn't swallow his yarn about spying, anyway. We reckoned he made a score and just wanted to look like a big man.
Why didn't you defend Goatskin? Isn't he one of you?
He is and he ain't. I'm no saint, but that Goatskin stepped in some nasty shit and then walked it in our door and all. I ain't saying we don't look out for each other, but there's limits, innit?
What happened to Goatskin? Does anyone know where he is now?
No word, but I reckon he's holed up somewhere, licking his wounds. Seems he stuck his nose in a wasp's nest, and he won't be sticking it out again for a while. If you're going to look for him, try it at night. He don't stray far when he's on the job, usually between Hradek and the horse market. He goes after drunks, so I try asking in the local drinking dens.
All right. What does he look like, though? He can't be the only fella who likes to relieve drunks of their purses.
God's truth. But you'll know Goatskin when you see him. They call him that on account of how he got kicked in the head by a goat as a nipper. He's got a dent in his forehead you could use for a game of marbles.
I'm sure you know the town better than me. What drinking dens are there on Goatskin's Patch?
Between the horse market and Hradek, there's the Black Horse, a miner's tavern. Wayman the taverner used to be a miner, and then there's the Big Bathhouse. It belongs to some bloke called Adam. He tarted the place up big.
Any others?
None I know.
Thanks. I'll go and look for him.
I wish you luck then. He ain't the brightest, but he's got a real talent for saving his own skin. Once you're done with him, come by and see us. Seems after all you're a pretty handy bloke. We could use the likes of you.
If you've got some job for me, you can tell me straight up. So what kind of work do you have for me?
A job worthy of your skills. But first, just a little test to see that you're not as dim-witted as that arsehole Goatskin. What is Wycliffe's first thesis?
Wycliffe's first thesis? What are you...
Not a good start. Second question. Which estate has the greatest reformatory potential?
The church?
I asked who should start the reform, not who should be reformed. A reformation is the last thing the church would want. The answer is the common people.
I knew right away that the people who meet here in the hole are a different bunch.
You thought we were just paupers who couldn't count to 5, didn't you? But now let's see who's the pauper. Last question. Who is the rightful king of Bohemia?
Wenceslas. There's no doubt about it.
Indeed. All right. Now let's talk about the job. Maybe this will disappoint you a little, but it concerns Wenceslas's brother. It's he who will secure your place in our humble company.
From what you've said, I gather you're not spying for Sigismund. It's rather the other way around, huh?
We call ourselves the Guild. We profess the ideals of equality and brotherhood. Our only law is the Holy Bible. Worldly justice is as fickle as a common whore, yielding to those who are in power.
Justice for me or the gallows. Aren't you afraid to end up there?
Friend, one must be willing to suffer for the truth. Sigismund is a usurper. And the church and the magistrates are but a lowly horse spreading her legs for Sigismund. As long as we go against Sigismund and honour the scripture, our souls remain pure.
What if I go and tell the bailiff you're calling him a whore? Just out of courtesy, you know?
Go ahead. Perhaps you are one of the lucky ones who are not harmed by Sigismund's presence in Bohemia. Maybe you don't mind selling a piece of your conscience by ratting us out. As for me, I will go to the town hall with my head held high. But you?
Yeah, don't worry. I was just teasing you. I think the same of Sigismund. Tell me about your operation here.
We are who we are, and we do what we do. Like the early church of Jesus' apostles, in unity and fidelity to his words. I'm in charge. I plan all our missions. Goliath is the muscle. Knuckles, well, he mostly complains. But he also knows his way around locks. But we're all equal. We share the profits equally, but we don't do it for the wealth. We want to drive Sigismund out of this town.
How can I join you?
You want to join us already? I don't have to talk you into it. That's great. We're not particular about formalities. Let's just have a beer, and then you're one of us.
Here's to the guild.
To the guild! That reminds me. I'd like to throw a feast for the poor. The bigger the better.
Didn't you say you were just ordinary people with no money?
We are. And this is where Sigismund comes in. Because he's going to pay for the feast out of his own pocket.
That was a good one. How are you going to make that happen?
Me? No. You'll make it all happen. Listen carefully. Sigismund seized land down in the valley near Pach and built his personal warehouse on it, right under our noses as a provocation. There he stores fancy foods and gifts for his commanders, and for that red-bearded gob of his. Sausages, smoked meats, foreign spices, and more. Fancy delicacies from Italy, Hungary, Slavonia, and all the other shitholes where he owns land. While we're eating porridge and cabbage all the time. You will steal all the food you can carry from that warehouse. And as a nice token, you will leave there... Let's see... What would you leave there?
Stones?
That's clumsy. Cabbage. Leave cabbage. Get at least one head from the greengrocer and leave it there for Sigismund. Let him eat for once what we have in our bowls almost every day. But I'm warning you right now, no violence. Don't even think about slitting anyone's throat in that warehouse. The job isn't to punish some poor sod on guard duty. Is that clear?
Got it. What should I do with the stolen food?
You'll give it to the beggars. Let them feast like kings for once. It's not hard to find poor people in the town. Just go to the gates or churches, and you'll surely come across some. There are also tents full of them in Minor Street, Church Street or Cobbler Street. When you're done, come and see me, and we'll figure out what to do next.
Sigismund will be fucking livid he can't enjoy his fine sausages. Can I expect any help from you?
If you need some tools, stop by Knuckles. That's all I can help you with.
How about some reward?
Keep a few sausages for yourself.
I prefer groschen.
Jesus looked around and said to his disciples, how hard it is for the rich to enter the kingdom of God.
I know where you're going with this.
Let's get to work.
All right. I'll head out.
Good luck.
Mind where you're going!
Tell me about yourself. Where are you from, and what brought you here?
Don't you have anything better to do than listen to that kind of rubbish? All right. I'm from Kuttenberg, son of a tailor. I studied at the university in Prague and met a lot of interesting people there. And let me tell you this. The wisest people in this kingdom know a big change is coming.
You mean that reformation you like to talk about?
A great wind will come and sweep away that which has no firm roots. Then the rain comes and moistens the soil so that new grain can grow on it.
Could you stop with the metaphors?
You're not stupid. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. There's not much more I could tell you about myself. Except maybe when this is all over and we've established this brave new world, I will return to my studies.
I'm interested in the Guild.
Plato or Aristotle?
The Guild?
Right. Are you interested in our ideals or the group in general? Generally speaking, we are just ordinary peasants. Paupers, beggars, common rabble. At least that's what they like to call us. The lowest of the townsfolk. But if we're the dregs of the city, we still hold our bare arses high and have a passion for a good cause in our hearts.
I reckon he's been sitting here a while.
God bless you, sir.
And the money goes to me.
Good day to you. I have what game?
Master!
Let's play.
Oh, Fortuna, may the best player win. It's a good thing you don't throw like that all the time. My God, why? Why do I even play?
Would you like... What? I actually don't...
God bless.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Hey, you hungry feet?
Go! Ka!
Where do you think you're going?
Sit. Stay.
What?
Who's there? Who's there?
Can I imagine?
Mutt! Easy, good horse.
You're new here, aren't you? Has Chenyek talked the head off you already?
We spoke.
I'll give you some good advice to start with. Don't listen to his bollocks about a fairer society and the honourable struggle for a better tomorrow. It's just bullshit to mess with newcomers like you. By the way, they call me Knuckles.
It sounded pretty convincing to me.
Aye. Chenyek can sweet-talk people like no other. I mean, Chenyek talks about sharing stuff fairly and how we don't do it for the money. But you know what? It's horseshit. It's every man for himself down here, even if they say otherwise. And Chenyek just gives it such a nice polish.
Are you saying he lied to me?
More like, he didn't tell you the whole truth. I heard from friends that Sigismund has a bottle of very fine wine somewhere in his warehouse. The kind of wine that you don't often see in these parts. I have a buyer for it. So if you bring it to me, I'll give you half the coin he's paying for it.
That sounds reasonable. What do you know about the wine?
I knew we'd get along. The wine is in a warehouse somewhere. If you find it and bring it to me, I'll give you a better price for it than any merchant in the town. So think about it. The buyer I got is particularly interested in this bottle.
I'll look for it. Chenyek said you could give me some gear too.
All that talk about equality, brotherhood. But when it comes to lockpicks, I'm supposed to give you stuff from my own stash. Here's something you might find useful.
Thank you. So I stole the wine from Sigismund's storehouse, as you asked.
Splendid. And what are you going to do with it?
Here you go. And I want the half you promised me.
Don't worry. I've got the groschen saved for you. Here they are.
Thank you.
No, thank you, brother. Thank you.
Tell me more about yourself.
What can I tell you? I was born on a dunghill and I'll die on a dunghill. With the guild, even the likes of me have a chance to sleep in a normal bed sometimes and have some decent food.
Don't you have any dreams or purpose?
Listen, pal, you can't eat dreams for breakfast. And my only purpose is to live to see another day. Believe me, I'll do anything for that.
What can you tell me about the guild?
I'm not going to lie to your face like the others. Let me spare you the bullshit. We're just a bunch of really desperate people who have no choice but to steal. We're scrambling as hard as we can, and all this talk about fighting Sigismund is just a fairy tale for the dim-witted.
So why does the guild really do what it does?
To survive! I bet. When Sigismund finally fucks off one beautiful day, the guild will keep on doing what we've always done, only with a different enemy.
So you're not in it for the noble cause, I gather?
That's right. At least I'm willing to admit it. But the others seem to really believe the stories about society where all folk are equal. See you soon, my friend.
Slowly. Nice and slow. Slowly. Nice and slow. Whoa, whoa.
Come and get some fresh mushrooms. Onions.
Jesus Christ,
Strong
you
onions. White, yellow, and red. The best on the market. We're now. Greetings.
What do you have? Let's talk about the price.
Aye.
Greetings.
Good day to you.
Get the spoil.
Come and see a swindler.
Lord be with. I brought you some food.
Dear God, I must be dreaming. So much food, it's like a royal feast. I'll fill my belly and even have some left over for tomorrow. Who should I thank for these gifts?
For everything, thank the local guild and King Wenceslas.
Is this how the guild takes care of us? Wonderful. May God bless our King Wenceslas.
God be with you.
And God will...
like this all the time. Because he's in league. Sure ain't easy to please. I'm sorry. Greetings to you. Greetings. God be with you.
I'm sorry.
The taste is full and intoxicating. A butcher who shamelessly cheated his neighbours and sold them rotten meat.
Excuse me.
Bloody rain.
I'll have a beer.
Blessings to you.
And give all your property to your local church. Quick, for Sigismund's soldiers, seized or tortured.
Did you bring anything back with you?
Empty pockets and a whole lot of gossip. Good day to you.
Good day.
Hail.
For the love of Christ!
I brought you some...
Sweet Jesus! I can't believe it! I must be dreaming. So much food. I'll feed my whole family and have some left over for the neighbors. Who do I thank for this feast?
All this is from the Kuttenberg Guild and the good King Wenceslas.
Is this how the guild takes care of us? Wonderful! May God bless our King Wenceslas. People, good people, help out a suffering wretch.
Praise God.
I'm sorry.
Oh, good people! Help out this poor wretch! A coin for a cripple!
Good morning.
I brought you some food.
Dear God, I must be dreaming. So much food. It's like a royal feast. I'll fill my belly and even have some left over for tomorrow. Who should I thank for these gifts?
All this is from the Kuttenberg Guild and the good King Wenceslas.
Is this how the guild takes care of us? Wonderful! May God bless our King Wenceslas.
Sir.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Peter.
Excuse me.
Greetings.
Greetings.
I'm bringing you some food.
Dear God. I must be dreaming. So much food. It's like a royal feast. I'll feed my whole family and have some leftover for the neighbours. Who sent us such a cornucopia?
Good day.
The Kuttenberg Guild sends it, in the name of King Wenceslas.
Long live our good King Wenceslas.
Welcome.
I brought you some food.
Dear God, I must be dreaming. So much food, it's like a royal feast. I'll feed my whole family and have some leftover for the neighbours. Who should I thank for these gifts?
All this is from the Kuttenberg Guild and the good King Wenceslas.
Is this how the guild takes care of us? Wonderful. May God bless our King Wenceslas.
Farewell, sir.
Slowly. Nice and slow. I did what you asked me to do.
Great! So you robbed the chest and fed the poor?
The chest is emptied.
And you left the cabbage for him?
No.
Oh, it was such an easy task. Never mind. What about the beggars?
I fed as many people as I could.
You're a hero. Folk will really appreciate that, you know. They've never eaten like this before. Now, that wasn't so hard, was it? And that feeling of satisfaction. We may not be any richer, and yet...
Just a moment.
When I need to pay a fine somewhere, I'll think of you. And it won't do me any good.
And now, let's talk about your next job. Just before I tell you more about it, try talking to Rat. I'm sure there are a few side jobs for a chap like you. And Goliath could teach you how to throw a proper punch. He's the best brawler far and wide.
You said you have some more work for me. What is it?
Well, you might have noticed there's some houses in Kuttenberg with peculiar symbols on them.
What symbols?
Kind of little markings you'd easily miss if you don't know about them. But you'll spot them if you keep your eyes peeled.
What are they for?
Before we was here, before the guild, even before Sigismund turned up, this whole place was under the thumb of another gang. They didn't have a name, and they wasn't aiming at a greater cause like us. They was mostly thieves, but it was hard to get the drop on them, on account of how cunning they was.
And they used these symbols?
They thought them up.
And what were they for, these symbols?
It was a way of marking houses. One of the crew drew a symbol to send a message to the others.
Smart idea. But what's it got to do with me?
Sadly, every lead so far turned out to be a dead end. But that gang must have had a hideout somewhere in Kuttenberg. If you ever come across anything suspicious, come and see me. It'd be really useful to be able to read them symbols and use them. Just imagine how we could fuck with Sigismund.
Well, I'll take a look, but I can't promise anything.
Nor do you have to. Thanks, Henry.
One beer.
Hey, Henry, come over here.
Chenyak wants me to do something.
What does he want this time? That idiot would be better off finding himself a woman instead of thinking up damn fool shit. Let me guess. It's something real important that'll help us in our noble cause.
I'm supposed to keep an eye on Hogg, who went to find out the meaning of the old thieves' symbols around Kuttenberg.
And what do you think about it? Are you gonna help him?
What do you think about it?
I think it's a great opportunity for both of us.
You think so?
Look here, friend. If you find out something about them symbols, tell me, and I mean only me. I promise you, we'll make a fortune out of it. They ain't just any old symbols. They're thieves' symbols, see? Help me out, and you won't regret it.
now. I'd rather help Chenyek.
Don't be daft. Think about it. Chenyek's acting like a little kid, letting a great opportunity slip through his fingers. But us two would make a great pair, wouldn't we?
We'll never be able to decipher the symbols. If there was a key to them, it's long lost.
Dobrodela! What a shame. But thanks for trying.
Sure.
See you later, my friend. Farewell, sir. Careful! Yeah, real funny. Hey? Never mind. Strange.
Look out! He's going through your pocket.
How many times do I have to tell you? Don't chuck your shit into my yard.
So here you are. Calm down! Now I've got... I surrender! You're a... utter nonsense. You'll have to... Oh.
What did I do to you? I don't give a fuck! But don't you dare climb over that fence! And if you've got a problem with that, take your grievance to the bailiff!
What a beautiful horse.
I talked to Knuckles about the symbols.
Let me guess. He wants to use them to get rich.
Well, yes, actually.
That's Knuckles for you. But I think he'll eventually understand it's better to think of the bigger picture than just himself. Nevertheless, until you find something out about the symbols, come and see me directly.
I found the thief's hideout and found this.
That's great, Henry! I knew you wouldn't let me down. Can I copy the symbols?
Of course. Here's the parchment.
Great. I'll take a look right away.
Don't hit him!
I think I understand it now. I recognize this symbol of riches. It's on the house right next door. You can go and check it out if you want. And take this back. Whenever you fancy another job, you know where to find me. What's that?
We'll finish this quickly.
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else.
Praise God.
Tell me, how did you end up here? And what do you do here?
Chenyek pulled me out of the ditch and offered me a new life. Literally. I've been helping him with his the thing he's doing.
You say that like it doesn't matter to you one bit.
Chenyek matters to me. He's a great friend, and I owe him a lot. I believe what he's doing is right.
So you just do what he tells you?
Pretty much. And since I've been doing it, my life has been so much better.
Don't you have some plans and aims of your own?
When Chenyek gets what he wants, I'll open my own tavern. Until then, I'll be at his beck and call.
You don't seem to have many opinions of your own, do you?
What good would they do me? Everything Chenyek says makes sense to me. At least the parts I understand. So why come up with something of my own?
Tell me more about the guild.
Look, I'm not much of a talker. You should ask Chenyek. All I can tell you is that we're a good bunch of nice people. Poor, but kind.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
All right.
Christ, what's the hold up?
What now?
Jesus Christ. What? That's...
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side. I hope I'll throw higher.
Greetings.
You must have a lucky horseshoe up your arse. Next time I...
See you later, my friend.
It's not like they'll eat anything
Praise
of
God.
yours. You don't have any fields. No.
Welcome. Tell me about yourself. How did you end up here?
I used to be a guard in the City Watch, but then Sigismund came, and I was running my mouth. So they kicked me out, and I started stealing because I had no choice. But I wasn't very good at it, so I ended up, in the pillory. Shenyek and Goliath were strolling around, and we started talking about what I did to end up like that.
Let me guess. They gave you a job?
Yes! And they taught me how to steal properly.
What do you think of the guild?
The guild's the best thing that ever happened to this town. It brings, hope for a change. For us and all the poor people.
What, crime paves the way to a better society?
Well, robbing a thief ain't no sin. When Sigismund's gone, everyone will be better off.
I'm Henry. Chenyek took me into your group.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Hrudosh, but they call me Hog. Rat and I are the main workforce around here.
What does that mean?
We do what Chenyek and Goliath say.
God bless you, sir.
Hey, where's that beer? What will it be?
What's new?
Nothing much.
I'm sorry.
Well, this doesn't seem too bad.
A regular for life. And beyond.
I'll have a beer.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Greetings, how can I help?
I'm looking for this vagabond. Goes by the name of Goatskin.
Aye, Goatskin. That rings a bell. But I don't come here often. If there's something you want to know, ask the miners. This is their tavern.
What did I do to you?
What's the hold-up? Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait for it to rain?
Good afternoon.
I'd like...
What?
I actually don't...
Nothing. What would you like?
What's new in...
Nothing, Mike. If you're looking...
I'm looking for someone called Goatskin. I hear he hangs around here.
Goatskin? That mangy piece of shit. He turns up on the street now and then. But he never shows his face in my alehouse. No Germans come here. Some Gluck.
Goatskin's German? I didn't know that.
Goatskin's above all a slippery bastard who can't be trusted. I've no idea what language he speaks. What I do know is he likes robbing Deutscher merchants. And they don't come in here.
It sounds like you're not too fond of Germans.
It's the local yakkers who can't stand them. I've got nothing against them fuckers myself. If you've got glint, come in and make yourself at home. If you ain't, then fuck off.
Any idea where I might find Goatskin, then?
You could try asking in the bathhouse, behind the yards in Hrada Quarter. They get a lot of well-heeled Deutschers in there. And some young wench there's been seeing Goatskin for a while now.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
Have something at least, since I gave you the goods on everything. I helped you out, didn't I? Don't be a pinch purse, and cough up a bit of glint, eh?
What do you have for sale? Let's talk about... What would you say?
That's not... Finally.
Just watch where you're going next time.
Hail.
Come and take a swig, sweetheart. Greetings. Do you need something?
Have you got anything good to drink here?
Of course I do, handsome. Would you like some? And then maybe we can have a bit of fun. How about it?
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
Here you go. Cheers.
Oof. That's some strong stuff. What is it?
It'll make you feel real good. But now I'm interested in something else, handsome. How'd you like to have a little fun?
Why not? While I'm here? Only my throat is still burning like hell.
Was ist los? Looking for something?
What did I do to you? Huh? There's nothing here for you. Can we sort this out on our own, or do I need to get the bailiff involved? Are you deaf?
We can
I
work
really
this
will
out.
call the guy. You've no business. Pay up.
I apologize.
All right, so... Out! Let's go!
Greetings to you.
Do you get a lot of German merchants here?
We used to. From all over the place. But mainly Lausitz. But there aren't so many these days, unfortunately.
How come?
I don't know, but it's a pity. Merchants tend to have bulging purses. They'll come back, though. But there's one who hasn't stopped coming. Udo, he's called. But that's all I can tell you about him. He ain't interested in our services.
He just drinks here?
Drinks and plays dice. Almost every evening.
Thanks.
You're welcome. But stick around and spend some coin, so I ain't telling you this for nothing. Take care, and good night.
Greetings to you.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. I heard he sometimes comes here.
Aye, he turns up now and again. The louse. The bastard's ruining my business. 2 of my customers refused to come here again after he robbed them one night.
That's not very nice. And you wouldn't have some idea where I might find Goatskin, would you? I reckon it'd suit you if he packed it in.
You bet it would. But if I knew where to find him, I'd wring his neck myself. Bitch Mary's bound to know, though. She denies it, but we all know she's walking out with him.
I thought you bathhouse girls stuck together. What have you got against Mary?
There's a limit to everything. As soon as you mess with someone's livelihood, you ain't no sister to anyone. She can marry that cripple for all I care, but when he robs our guests and ruins our reputation, she should grab him by the balls herself and... Oh, never mind.
Is that all you know about Goatskin?
Ain't that enough for you? I'm not here to know stuff, in case you hadn't realised.
Thanks then. I'll be off.
If you find him, give him a slap from me.
A jug of wine, thanks.
Where do you think you're going?
Are you blind?
Anyway, everyone's got red kerchiefs these days.
I never said it was red.
What can I do for you, sir?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Do I know him? That fucker is the bane of our lives. Why are you even looking for an idiot like him?
I'll go and sort things out with him. By hand.
So you should. And give him 1 or 2 for me too, the bastard.
Do you know where he might be?
How should I know? If I knew, I'd have told Adam long ago. He'd wring the bastard's neck in a trice. Last week alone, he robbed 3 of our customers. All German.
Why does he choose to rob Germans?
A German merchant always has more coin in his purse than a Czech one. Haven't you noticed that?
Could you tell me where exactly he robbed the customers?
Hard to say. You know how it is. Drunk and merry gents who can hardly walk. But it usually happens somewhere near the Black Horse, and in those lanes there. The bastard stays clear of the main streets. For good reason.
Have you got any German customers here now?
What do you think? No, because word's got round. Except Udo. He couldn't care less, it seems.
And is Udo here now?
Of course. He's playing dice, like every evening. I don't know why he comes here of all places. All he cares about is drink and dice.
Thanks. I'll be going.
You're welcome. And have a word with Adam if you really want to find your goat skin. He's the owner. I reckon he'd be keen to find him too.
I have more questions.
Again?
Thanks. Show me your way.
Maybe next time then, sir.
It's like I'm invisible or something.
The Prisenseite. What do you need?
Greetings.
What? Wer bist du?
I'm Heinrich, von Skalitz.
I'm Udo, from Taubisch. Nein, Tauberhofs, Heim. Scheiße. Aus Tauberbischofsheim.
Aha. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Herr Udo.
Ebenfalls. Spielst du Würfel? Dice. You want to play?
Where is it you're from, Goodman?
God im Himmel. I have already told you. Aus Tauber. Nein. Tauber bis Hofsisheim.
Ah, right. What's it like there?
Long.
I don't really understand.
Exakt. Ich auch nicht. Also, lange. Very long.
What are you doing in Kuttenberg?
Earning Geld. Everyone here wants my Holz.
Hulls?
Holz. Wood.
You bring wood here?
Yeah. But not just any wood. Rare. Exotic. For decoration. Decoration.
I didn't expect to meet a German who sells wood.
There. You see? Neither did I.
Do you know a goat skin?
Ein gutes Kind? A good child? Yes. I have 5 at home.
No. Goat skin.
Ah, yeah. I know one merchant. Very good leader.
That's not what I'm looking for. Let's play some dice.
Ja, sehr gut.
Ich hoffe, das Glück steht mir bei. Show me what you've got, lad.
An ale, as usual.
The customers have been singing your praises.
Mein Gott, warum?
Verdammt nochmal. So, shall we play?
When I wash their hair, I give them a head and neck massage.
Why not?
As well.
Ah,
There must be something else.
And I only wear a light
Oh,
blouse
Fortuna.
when I'm working.
Möge der beste
It
Mann
always
gewinnen.
seems to get wet when I'm washing them, and then it's like I've got nothing on at all. And then I look all downcast and say I'm going to get into trouble.
Das
for
ist
being
nicht
all
möglich.
wet.
verdammt nochmal. So, shall we play?
Why not?
Ah.
Let's play. Mal sehen, wer heute Abend Glück hat.
God, I'm gonna get an earful
Scheisse. You took my last groschen. Oh well. I will have to go nach Hause.
A game is a game.
Ja, ja. Gute Nacht. Ich bin drunk. Prost!
Greetings, friend.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. You haven't heard of him by any chance?
There's plenty of fellas come to me looking to see some skin, but you're the first who wants goat skin. I've heard the name, though. He's some vagabond who hangs around the Black Horse, ain't he?
Aye, that's him. Any idea where I might find him?
I don't mix with his sort, so I reckon I can't help you. I could help you with other things, though. Go and see Madame Beata, and we can come to an arrangement.
Good day, sir.
I'm looking for a fella called...
Everyone knows him.
Any idea where I might find...
Since it's... I can't tell you where to find him, but I can tell you who he's seeing. The girl's name is Mary. She's worked here longer than any of us.
Thanks.
I know very well what you... Just hand over everything you've got.
Aber ich habe nichts.
What's going on here?
He wanted to rob me.
I can see that. I think you should go, Herr Udo.
Ja, ja. Danke.
This is some mix-up. I wasn't going to rob him, honest.
If I'm not mistaken, you're Goatskin.
Yeah, that's me, aye. What do you want?
I have a couple of questions for you.
Look, I didn't. I never told nobody. Nobody. I swear. I'll even swear to Samuel and his God if he wants.
Who the hell is Samuel?
You weren't sent by Sam.
I wouldn't be asking you if I was, would I?
You know, like, I promise not to talk about it no more. They'll kill me otherwise.
I get that, but do you think they'll just forget about it? How long do you intend to hide?
Until I have enough. You know, glint to take off.
Well, I could help you with that. I know a lot of people. Getting you out of town won't be a problem. If you help me, I'll help you.
That sounds, you know, promising. But I still need coin. I can't just pack up and take off.
Coin shouldn't be a problem. I'm starting to lose patience. I don't know these mysterious folks you're afraid of, but I'm here and they aren't. So if there's anyone you should be afraid of, it's me. Know what I mean?
I understand.
Good.
What is it you, like, want to know, like?
I heard you were spying for some nobleman. Is that true?
I was doing nothing but, you know, like, I was spying for 2 weeks.
Who is this Samuel you're so afraid of?
He just hired me. He's one of them lot. You know, them Jews, innit? He was nice to me till I started blabbering.
Do you know where I could find this Samuel?
Go to that, you know, synagogue. He hangs around it in front of it and people, like, brings him news of what's on the grapevine, you know. And evenings he sits around at the King Solomon. It's like a, you know, a Jewish tavern. But watch out. They ain't too welcoming towards our people there.
Have you ever heard the name Liechtenstein?
I don't know him, but I heard Samuel telling his people, like them Jews, I mean, about this, what's his name? Liechtenstein.
What exactly did he say? Did he speak about him in a good way or a bad way?
I don't know. I just remembered a funny name. I don't pay much heed to things that what don't concern me.
What is it you did as a spy?
Mostly I was standing guard in front of that palace, you know, like Rutard's place. I was watching for who was going in and out, see? You know, who, with who, where, when, and that.
And what went on there?
Well, people was coming and going, all sorts of nobles, and I'd tell Samuel what colours they was carrying, see? I was good at that. I remember pictures good, you know?
See? That didn't hurt now, did it?
If you find, you know, that Sam fella, don't mention me, like, my name, you know?
I reckon you can rest easy.
Careful.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
Collection for repairs to the fortifications.
Jesus Christ be praised.
How many times do I have to tell you? Don't chuck your shit into my yard.
And I'm telling you.
Good day.
careful.
Hey, guard. I have to tell you something. I ran into a secret band of thieves. They call themselves the Guild. They claim they're fighting against Sigismund, but all they really do is rob and steal.
Damn. That's a bit above my station. You'll have to go directly to Bailiff Plymell. If you don't find him at the town hall, he'll probably be at Geldstuck's tavern.
Cut you in half without even pulling his sword from the scabbard.
True.
I reckon it'll be a late one again.
God be with you.
Sholem, are you lost? Or what would a goy want here?
What do you think Goy means?
It means you do not belong here.
It means nation in Hebrew. So you're just as much a Goy as I am.
Good one. A goy lecturing a Jew on Hebrew. All right. But I suggest you do not repeat it around these parts. Not everyone is as tolerant as I. So, what do you want?
I'm looking for someone called Samuel.
What do you want with him?
Is that you?
There are many Samuels here. And if I'm not good enough for you, I'm afraid nobody else will talk to you.
All right. I'm looking for John of Liechtenstein. I heard you, or this Samuel, might know something about him.
I'm sure Samuel knows a lot. But I do not see why he should tell you.
Because I know a lot as well. Me and Samuel can exchange interesting information.
Why do you think you can tell me anything I need to know? I already know more than I want to.
You're the first person I've met who complains about knowing more than everyone else.
It is not pleasant to know things you can do nothing about. So what I need is someone who prefers action to talk.
All right. What do you suggest?
An exchange. Something in return. I have this one problem none of my people can fix.
Well, if your people can't handle it, why not?
You are no better than my people. But unfortunately, they were all born under our star, and that is a problem in this case.
I understand. What's this about, then?
You probably know that my people face outbreaks of hatred from time to time. A house is plundered, people beaten up, sometimes murdered. Usually it is started by some scum spreading rumors that we eat Christian babies or poison wells. They always find some excuse.
Well, those are usually debtors who don't want to repay their loans.
That is what I used to think as well. It would make sense at least. But it is not that straightforward. There are those who do it just out of spite. And because they can get away with it. We are not Christians. We're not even people to them. But enough of that. I have heard that such people are meeting in an old abandoned house by the wall in the mining district. I need someone to get among them, find out what they are planning, and warn us in good time.
Won't they be suspicious?
Why? Their kind usually are not too bright. You just have to curse the Jews and say you want to join them. Do not worry. They will not check if you are circumcised.
All right, I'll do it. And then you'll tell me all about Liechtenstein.
Agreed. They usually meet at the start of the day.
At the start of the day according to my calendar, or yours?
I see you're in the know. At the start of my day, so when the first 3 stars come out.
Right, so they meet after sunset. The miners' district, an abandoned house with a small yard by the ramparts.
That's right. I reckon you can still catch up with them there today, if you get them to let you join them. Try and find out what they're planning, and then come and see me, and you'll have fulfilled your side of the deal.
And then you'll tell me how to find Liechtenstein?
That was my promise. And I keep my promises.
I'm thinking of buying a rowboat, or maybe a punt.
What do you want the boat for?
So I don't drown in all this shit here. Last time it rained for a week straight.
Careful.
Good people, gather round. You won't believe this. A whole village burnt to the ground.
Yeah, like he'll side with me when he's your brother-in-law. Go there, then.
God bless you.
I don't want your shit on my property. My land. Greetings.
Would you...
Let's...
I'll be done with you in a flash.
Hang him! Oh, well. Now just this.
I'll hack your arse off. Ha! We'll finish this quickly.
Shame on you.
You should have fucking stayed out of it.
We'll see whose side luck is on today.
Hey, stop fighting!
It's a good thing you don't throw like that all the time.
Shame on you.
Kurva! Why do I even play?
Stop beating him!
I actually...
We're sitting here.